Are down to 4. In the West, we've got Steph Curry and the Warriors as they continue their journey in defending their title as they take on the Thunder. And then in the East, LeBron James is seeking his 6th consecutive NBA Finals appearance. But first, the Cavs must take care of the Raptors. Now, according to Vegas odds makers, this is no surprise here, the Warriors are the favorites to repeat as champs. LeBron and company, they're right behind them. So, Shannon, let's go to you first. Last block, you said Golden State in 6 over OKC. So, spinning it all the way forward, who do you think is going to walk away with this year's NBA title?
You going to pound on this one?
You need to pound harder.
The king. Believe Land.
Who's the king, Steph?
You know who the king is. This is the most talented team he's been a part of. Yes, he won 2
LeBron James is going to win the title.
Absolutely. 1,000%. He won 2 titles in Miami. D. Wade and Bosh, we know what he had. Ray Allen hit some great shots. He's never had a team this deep. They go 9-10 deep. We know what their starters are. And then they come with Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson, Iman Shumpert, Matthew Dellavedova. They can also get you 12, 15 minutes with Mo Williams. They're deep. What I love most about this basketball team, Skip, is that LeBron James doesn't have to carry the bucket of load of scoring, the bucket of the load of rebounding. He's going to lead the assists because that's what he does. But they've managed his minutes. Skip, it's a done deal. Book it.
Book it, done deal? Cavs in 4 in the finals.
I got to look at the schedule and see when the final game is. I'm booking my trip to Cleveland. I'm going to the parade.
You're going to the parade?
I'm going to the parade.
Wow, Shannon.
I did not know this about you.
I'm going to the parade.
When did you become such a big LeBron lover?
I follow LeBron. I'm following. He go to Miami. I went to Miami. He went back to Cleveland. I'm back in Cleveland. If he leaves and goes Sixers, well, maybe not that far. But if he goes to another team, I'm riding with him. I'm riding shotgun with LeBron James.
Really?
And guess what? You and I are going to have on fire. We're going to drive a fire truck because we're going to be leading the parade.
You're going to be leading the parade? Down Main Street, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
I think you're going to be by yourself in the fire truck because nobody's. It's just
Cavs
you.
Island.
Yeah. Believe Land.
Believe
Did you see the documentary?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, it's going to happen, Skip.
It's not only is it not going to happen, Golden State will win easily in the finals also. Golden State is on a mission to get revenge on not just LeBron, but on everybody who tainted their run to the championship last year, including me. I made the mistake right after the finals, on the day after. I tweeted that their run to the finals, run to the championship, deserved an asterisk because they kept lucking into playing teams whose point guard was injured. All the way up to the finals, obviously, Kyrie, overtime, injury, lost for the rest of the finals. Obviously, Kevin Love was gone early in the playoffs. So Steph responded to me quickly on Twitter, and told me that I better be careful about what noise I'm talking, because I'm paraphrasing what he said, because they will prove to everyone next year, which is now, that it was no fluke what they pulled off against an injured Cavs team. So I think they are driven. I think they are obsessed with the notion of showing everyone they can beat the Cavs at full strength. And I do not believe that LeBron, even with his best supporting cast, his deepest supporting cast, can beat this team. So while LeBron has had the easiest run to the finals I've ever seen a superstar have, because, by the way, Detroit, and then it's last series.
Detroit played them tough in the regular season now.
I know, but it wasn't much, and they didn't have to really break a sweat. And then, finally, here comes Toronto without its big man. Valanciunas is, I don't know, he's iffy at best. He's got a bad ankle, so he missed the rest of this past series against Miami.
Yes.
And if they don't have Valanciunas, it's not a fair fight anymore. So I do not see...
Why you keep saying fair? You know what a fair is?
It just doesn't match
A fair is where you go buy candy apples, cotton candy, and ride the Ferris wheel. That's what you do at the fair.
Right, Stephen A's line is it's a place where you judge pigs, except that's not his line. It's actually Jeff in Long Beach's line that Stephen A uses. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
But this is what I want, because I believe the Cavaliers win this series against the Raptors in five games. 4-1.
Okay, I got it in 4.
And this is the matchup I want to see on the court. I want to see Channing Frye at 5. I want to see Kevin Love at 4, LeBron at the 3, J. Smith at 2, Kyrie against any lineup they throw out there.
Okay. Well, we'll see that. And LeBron has played big and played well.
And just like Golden State stumbled into that lineup with Iguodala when they was behind by so much and they almost came back and got him, they stumbled on this lineup against Atlanta in Game 3. They stumbled upon it. Tyronn Lue found something. He can go to this big lineup because he has a guy that a stretch 5, which you don't see very many stretch 5s, but he's a stretch 5 that has 3-point range.
I hear all
that.
I
like this.
I hear all that.
We're having a parade in Cleveland.
Have you been listening
Are
and
you
watching?
coming to the parade?
No, I'm not, because there won't be one. But have you been listening and watching what LeBron has been doing to rattle the cage of the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry? He's been discounting the validity of Steph's unanimous MVP because there are different ways, he says, to define what an MVP is, more valuable to your team or just the best player.
The voters use different arguments when they want to give someone a vote. The guy used the argument where look where they would be if they didn't have Carmelo Anthony, or look where they would be if they didn't have Allen Iverson. So now all of a sudden, it's hard. It's hard. The guy they won 73 games. He hit over 400 threes. He scored 30, played less than 35 minutes. It's hard to make the argument. But the one thing I am concrete on him, Steve Kerr didn't deserve to be Coach of the Year.
They won 30. LeBron also made a case that Terry Stotts should have been Coach of the Year. They won 39 games without you. So are you really that good of a coach, or is the team really that good? Because they won more games without you than they did when they had you. Keep talking.
So
you know what you're doing? You are inflating the chip on Steph Curry's shoulder with every word that you speak.
And you know what? Every time you say LeBron James has lost 4 finals and no great player has ever lost 4 finals, he has a chip too. And Uncle Drew, Kyrie coming back, Kevin Love, 18 and 13 rebounds. Skip, it's going to happen. And then what are you going to say? What are you going to say when it happens?
What I'm going to say to you right now is I'm glad you brought this up because LeBron James, the king as you call him, is 2-4 in the NBA Finals. And he's going to fall to 2-5. And if he does, that means 2-5. That means that 5 out of 7 NBA Finals LeBron James will have lost. You don't think that will taint his resume? And I must make the case. If Ray Allen doesn't make the greatest clutch shot I have ever seen in my life against my Spurs from the corner to force overtime in Game 6, you remember that? If Ray Allen, if that lips out, we are having a conversation in which LeBron James is now 1-5 at this point, looking at 1-6 at this point.
If you keep using if.
Okay, well, Ray Allen saved his legacy.
If a dog,
am I right?
No, if a dog had a square butt, it would poop blocks. What about Jerry West? Jerry West is 1-8.
I was not prepared
in
for that
finals.
one.
He had the logo. Did it taint his legacy?
Nope, but nobody cared. Nobody called him the king.
And they better not have called anybody else the king.
And here's
LeBron James is the king.
You. When you're riding shotgun with most players that you root for, they're tough guys. They're mentally tough guys. I'm here to tell you, I'm on the record, Steph Curry is mentally tougher than LeBron James.
I don't care.
Bingo.
Guess what? He's going to be 1-1 in the finals.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Bingo.
How can you love a guy like a LeBron James who has come apart so much under pressure, especially in that finals against Dallas?
Magic Johnson came apart in the finals.
He didn't come apart. He just lost to Larry Bird. That's all that happened.
Oh, he did come apart. In the papers, they called him tragic.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? You probably wrote the headline. You probably wrote the headline.
Yeah.
The king.
Yeah, the king.
Hey, Cleveland.
I'm surprised.
Get my fire truck ready. Have it gassed up.
Why does it have to be a fire truck?
Because I want to drive a fire truck. I always wanted to be a fireman.
It's like a childhood dream, or
because I want to put this.
All right.
Somebody got to put this fire.
I got to be honest. I didn't listen. I didn't hear anything you said after you mentioned a dog with a square butt, and then I was told that guess who's trending on Twitter? You. But then after that whole comment, there's no wonder why you're trending on Twitter.
What's he trending on Twitter for?
I don't know.
Busting you up,
That's just what I heard.
Busting you up.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about square butts and all. Okay, shall we move on and go back to the NFL?
Yes.
They've had more starting QBs than any other team in the NFL over the last decade, and now it seems RG3 will get his shot with the Browns. But will we see the same RG3 as we saw back in Washington? We will discuss next.